High expectations lead to stronger outcomes. We go into any of those three domains, into education, into housing, into employment, and don't expect that there's an opportunity for someone with autism, then we can't be surprised if the results aren't what we would like them to be. Everybody's got a stake in this. Everybody has a role to play in terms of establishing high expectations across all of those domains.
From an education standpoint, having those high expectations, presuming competence, giving those opportunities that every other child gets is one of the most critical pieces.
We know that educational outcomes of students tend to rise and fall in direct relation to our expectations of students. And so for those that we have high expectations of and that we believe can learn more and perform better, generally do.
Assuming competence means that we want to assume that our kids can do everything that any other child can do until they prove us wrong. So that's the idea, is, and you want to set up your educational structure to assume they're going to be able to graduate from high school, to read at 12th grade level, to do algebra. Assume that and teach to that and plan for that.
For Ryan, as he was growing up, especially young, to where he is now, it's just amazing. I would never have pictured when he was 3, nonverbal, having a lot of behavior issues, trying to be able to self-regulate, to now, you know, on a varsity sports team, getting straight A's in school, you know, senior, cooks and cleans, he does everything around the house for us. So, and all that came from, okay, set expectations.
It's just like giving it the best you got, high expectations, like earning credit and working hard for it, the best of your abilities.
I would never have guessed Ryan was going to be a good runner until he started running. You know, a couple of weeks ago, he did 14 miles at a 7:15 pace. So, you know, I could never do that. I can't do that for a mile. If we'd never gave him the opportunity, we never would have known that.
You never really know what somebody can do if you can't see them perform at their maximum capacity. So if they're never given a chance to, show what they can do, then you'll never know.
We see children being educated in their classroom more time than not. We see professionals such as myself, a special educator, our speech language pathologists, our support providers, going into the classroom with the child, working alongside them, working alongside their teachers so that they can thrive in the same place that their non-disabled peers are.
I truly believe inclusion works. I've seen it with my own family. My son with autism benefited from inclusion. He learned so much from being in a classroom with typical peers and what was expected of him, how to engage with the world around him.
We know that children benefit more, they have improved outcomes, and when I say outcomes, I'm talking academic, behavioral, social, emotional, etc.
The benefit to Kyle was he had friends. The benefit to Kyle is that he went to school feeling that he belonged there. People believed in him, his teachers believed in him, and that he was capable, and they presumed his competence. Sure, we can do more, and that's why we're here. That's what the Howard County Autism Society is about. It's part of our mission is to advocate for things to continue to improve. It's recognizing where there are gaps in services, recognizing where parents are needing help, where they need support with advocacy with the school system. That's what we do. That's what I specifically do around special education. So I'm here to help parents keep their expectations high of their children and their teachers. And the school system as a whole, and what their children deserve and what they have a right to.
The Howard County Autism Society was founded by parents of autistic kids, and certainly the first thing that parents, when they find out their kid is autistic, especially if they're younger, the first thing they think about often is how they're going to get an education, because that's the gateway to independence and living a full life, and to being accepted and part of the community when you're younger.
The Society's been such a huge resource throughout. He was diagnosed at 30 months I think by 3 we were already participating in picnics and outings with other parents, and that other resource of other parents is, I think, really the connection. Learning from other parents, learning what's worked and doesn't work for them, allows you to help guide yourself and find what works for you. And having that experience, knowing that you're not alone, I think was the big thing for us that helped out initially.
It's very important to talk to other parents. It's very important to reach out to experts, and it's important to read and learn on your own. Everyone is different, but don't be intimidated by the fact that it's a legal system. Get in there. You can read it, you can understand it, you want to be, I think in general, when possible, you want to be just as knowledgeable or more knowledgeable about your child's rights.
When he was 3, my dreams were just, hopefully he can go to school and maybe he can get to a point where he can graduate school and do it. I know now that there is no limit for Ryan. Would not have known that when he was 3. So being able to see that and see his growth throughout has been pretty wonderful, and I'm just excited to see where he goes next.
My hope for him is that he just, does whatever he wants to do. As successful as he wants to be, I just want him to be proud of himself and know that he can do whatever he wants, and we're all here for him.
There's the same dreams that we have for everyone, that she lives a full, happy, independent life, and that she's able to contribute to the community and have friends and family by her side her whole life.
People with autism deserve high expectations that lead to a sense of belonging and a sense of community, a sense of feeling valued and heard or seen, and really a sense of having connection and human relationship with other people. And that's what we all desire.